Giuseppe is looking for £280,000 of investment from the Angels for an HMO project in Derby. Now we're going to deep dive through this pitch as it was presented on the hit Sky TV show Property Elevator Season 3. If you haven't seen Property Elevator, it's a bit like Dragon's Den. Property entrepreneurs come on the show and they pitch their property project to seek funding from the property angels who appear on the show. The property angels on the show are Nicholas Wallwork, Helen Chorley, John Howard, Paul Mahoney, and myself, Ranjan Bhattacharya. Now, Property Elevator was shown on Sky Channel 191, and this series aired a few months ago. What I'm going to do is show you this pitch of Giuseppe's deal as it went out on TV, and I'm going to freeze the action every now and then and give you my commentary, if you like, behind the scenes analysis and all that sort of stuff to kind of add to the pitch. Now, if you're inspired by this pitch, and you've got a property deal in the mill right now, and you're looking for funding for it, well, guess what? We're about to film Series 4 of Property Elevator. Series 4 of Property Elevator starts filming on 1st, 2nd, 3rd of March. That's when we're actually filming the show. We're looking for people who want funding for a property project. The closing date for applications is 24th of February. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom of the screen and in the description for this video. If you are looking at a property project or about to offer on one, or perhaps you've already secured a site, or you may actually own the property, it doesn't matter what it is, if you're looking for funding for it and want to work with one of us at Angels and want to pitch it, increase your profile by appearing on TV, then apply today, get on the show, get that deal funded straight away. As I said, you've got to be available for filming 1st, 2nd, 3rd of March. Applications close 24th of February. What you got to lose, you've got everything to gain, so apply today. So back to Giuseppe and his HMO property deal in Derby, and he's looking for funding of £280,000. Does he get it? Well, let's hand over to Elizabeth Warburton, the show's presenter, as she meets up with Giuseppe just before he faces the Angels.
Giuseppe, welcome to Property Elevator.
My pleasure.
It's lovely having you with us. Where have you come from today?
From London.
So tell us about that project then.
This project is in Derby.
Derby.
We already got 2 properties over there. This will be the 3rd one.
Okay, so you know the area quite well.
Yes, we are very familiar. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And what are you after? What investment? How much?
We are looking for £280,000.
Sure.
For the whole project, the purchase and the refurbishment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
I'll have a chat to you when you come out.
Thank you very much.
See you in a bit.
Giuseppe, thank you very much for coming to see us today.
Pleasure.
Would you like to...
Okay, Giuseppe is about to face us. Now, if you're liking this video, don't forget to like, comment, tell us what you think. If you want to apply to be on the next show, of course, just apply today. You've got nothing to lose. And if you're not a subscriber to this channel, why not? Subscribe today, hit the bell icon. We put out plenty of new content each and every week, and you want to be kept informed when we upload.
Giuseppe, thank you very much for coming to see us today.
Pleasure.
Would you like to just tell us a bit about yourself and then a bit about the deal, please?
Yeah. So my name is Giuseppe. I'm from Italy. I moved to London 4 years ago. And after I worked in the hospitality industry, I was able to build relations with people. So I realized I can use this relation for myself. 1.5 years ago, I started my journey in the property industry, and I built a team because the goal is big, so I needed a team to go in this journey.
Yep.
So I'm here today, and my team is working on the deal and the project and the next deal. So this is why. And the deal is in Derby. The project is 7 double en suites with the open kitchen space, and there already is a bathroom existing next to the kitchen. So it will be 7 double en suites with the one bathroom guest. So we could add value on this one, and we decided to go with this deal.
Okay, so what Giuseppe is presenting is an HMO deal. An HMO, of course, is a house in multiple occupation. So the idea is that you have a house. He's got it split as 7 rooms. He's going to put en suites in each of them, and he's going to rent out each room to a separate tenant. So these cost a little bit more to set up. I've done some videos on HMOs, some of the some of the pitfalls that you need to take into account if you're looking at HMO investment, and you can watch those later on. But the reason you rent out a property this way is that you make a lot more cash flow than you would do renting it as a whole house. So that's basically the business proposition.
This deal.
Why do you need a? Sorry, do you mind if I jump
No,
straight in there
please
on the shared bathroom? Why do you need a shared bathroom when you've got 7 en suites?
Because it's already existing. If we can break if we break the bathroom, maybe we're gonna spend a lot of money, and we decided maybe with this bathroom we can achieve more GDV in the end.
I doubt you would. I mean, the GDV is going to be really driven by the investment valuation on the income.
Yeah.
I don't think the bathroom's going to add any extra income.
No, but this is why it was the big deal. Maybe okay.
Of course, Nicholas has picked up on a very good point there. If you've got 7 en suites, why do you need a shared bathroom? It's not going to make a difference to the end value of the property, but also it'll cause problems in terms of long-term maintainability. You've got a shared bathroom to clean, because of course when you run an HMO, you're responsible for the communal cleaning areas. So why do you need that shared bathroom when everyone has an ensuite? It's an extra area to clean and extra hassle. The other thing with HMOs, it's good if you can have individual accountability for each tenant. Because remember, you've got separate tenants in each room, and if they've got their own ensuite, then they've got accountability for that. If you have a shared bathroom, anything goes wrong, or if there's any misuse, then guess what? Everyone will be saying, it's not me, Gov.
Was the big deal. Maybe okay, we can leave it. We can use it as a utility room as well. Maybe we can put the washing machine
there's
inside.
a better use for it, exactly.
Yeah, and this is was the plan, like
Yeah.
bathroom gas and then the washing machine, and we can use
Much
it
better
for
idea,
this
yeah.
reason.
What are you looking?
That's an excellent save. You should have said that straight off the bat. In these sort of HMO type houses, it makes sense to have a separate utility area, bung in a washer, dryer maybe sometimes, and that's where people can do their laundry.
For from us today?
I'm here today, obviously, for the money for the deal, but not is the priority. For me, it's important even your expertise for the next project we want to do. This deal at the beginning was different, but obviously I received the call and say, okay, I need to pitch this deal anyway.
Yep. No, that's
Maybe it's
okay.
not appealing for you, but I say, okay, I will pitch it anyway.
No, well, we're very glad you're here. So very glad you're here. So,
But you're saying you can fund it yourself without us anyway. You just want the experience.
I want to be honest with you. My solicitor is ready with the searches of the property.
yep.
And already opened the doors with other investors.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this one, as I said, relationship. For the other project, we're gonna finish in 10 days in Derby, is 2 miles away. And the same investor is invested in that property, is rolling the money for this property as
Bit
well.
greedy, aren't they? They aren't they?
So he's
So you
happy
don't
to
have a deal.
work
So
with
this
us.
deal's funded. We can't offer on this deal today.
The contract is not in place yet. This is why I say, okay,
so-
I'm going to pitch anyway.
This deal's available. If we want
Yes.
to invest
Great.
in it, yeah.
Okay.
And
This
what
is
sort of
still
investment do you need today?
The investment is £280,000,
Yep.
and the purchase price is 198, and then for the refurbishment is £67,000 with the contingency already inside. And what we are looking with investors is, as I said, the expertise as well. But even I put 3 options on the last page of the presentation about how we can pay the investment back.
What are those fees, those 12K fees? How do they break down?
I put it as a fee, the architect, the broker,
see.
so
Those
these all of these
Yes,
fees.
yes, yes.
With the 3 options on the back, it seems that you're looking for a loan as opposed to a partner.
Yeah, this is why I said I put as investment because this presentation was already with the other people as well.
Right.
So this is why you can see the 3 options on the
So
last
if-
page
if an
as
angel-
a loan. It looks like a loan.
So if an angel were to offer you the money, are you open to sharing the profit?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so what's going on here is that, I mean, there are different ways that you can seek investor finance for your property projects. Now, he's obviously working with a bunch of private investors on a loan basis, which is fine. But quite frankly, if you're looking to put in an application to be on the show, what the angels are about is providing a lot more than, just a loan facility. It is about putting our money into your property project, having an equity share in the outcome, and basically sharing the risks, sharing the reward, and offering you the benefit of our experiences in those sort of projects as well. So it's much more than a loan opportunity. So I think what Giuseppe has done is he had a pack or something that was presented to other investors on a loan opportunity. And there was some confusion in the room among the angels as to what was being presented here. Is he looking for £280,000 as a loan, or is he looking for equity participation? He saved that by saying that, yes, he's open for that.
That's good.
When was you've got a current HMO license, what, a 5-year new one? Was there an HMO license previous to that?
This was already HMO
2001.
license since 2001,
Yeah.
and
Right,
every
yeah,
5
okay.
years, obviously, they
Fine.
update. And this one is from the December 2017, and it will expire the next year in December 2022.
Okay, and it's licensed for 7 people?
7 people.
And the last 5-year period was 7 people?
Yes, correct. But it's in poor condition, as you can see from the video and the current situation. And this is why it's with 7 bedroom and just 2 bathroom.
Great. I mean, I'm asking because...
So this is rather interesting, actually, because this would have added to a lot of complications. Because on the face of it, if you're buying a property and want to do 7 bedrooms on it as a HMO, you would require full planning permission. But this is already an up and running HMO. It already has a license from the local authority for 7 individual rooms. Now, the thing where it falls short is that it only has 2 bathrooms. So what Giuseppe is quite rightly doing and thinking is, well, if I take this property, it's already got the license, it's already got clearance to run as 7 rooms, I can up the rental stream simply by making all the rooms en suites, because that's particularly what's in demand right now, particularly since COVID. People who are renting a room want their own bathroom.
that 7th bedroom ordinarily would be a planning application.
Yes,
to get
correct.
permission
This
for
is
it,
why it's
so-
already sui generis, and it's
Yeah,
already with the
perfect.
license in place until next year.
Do you have a lawful development certificate for it? It's just worth asking because it just kind of solidifies that planning
Yeah.
position.
Yeah,
I think you've got plenty of evidence to argue it, but it's always nice
It's
to
already
have that.
when the solicitor is working on that, and even the architect is in charge for doing this job. We don't get any issue at all.
And in terms of paying back an angel, what's the plan for that? You'd refinance
Yes, correct.
to repay the angel, and would that be on the bricks and mortar valuation or the
The
commercial?
commercial.
The commercial.
Even the
value,
other
okay.
property we got,
Right.
we got the commercial valuation,
Right.
and I can tell you the numbers if you want for the other
Yeah,
project
please.
as well.
Okay, so let's find out what exactly is being talked about here. Well, he's seeking the £280,000 from an angel, so that will buy the property outright. Now, after the money's been spent renovating it and adding the ensuite bathrooms, it will then be revalued for the purposes of a mortgage, and then basically the proceeds of that mortgage will be used to pay off the investor. Now, the thing about a commercial valuation is that the value of the property will be based on the income that it generates, rather than the bricks and mortar value of the actual property. Now, he said here he was buying the property for £160,000 or something like that. But the valuation of being on a commercial basis will be based on, well, how much rent is the property achieving from having 7 ensuite bathrooms? And the commercial valuation will be based on that income stream, which will mean that in places like Derby, you will get a far higher valuation. And that's good because basically after the renovation works are done, the property will be worth more and the investor can be repaid a large chunk of their initial investment.
We love numbers here.
I know, you are the best on number. The analysis.
A reputation precedes her.
Yeah, but it's important. I done a research for each of you, so it's important.
I'd like
to
to
know.
think what he thinks of me.
What did you find out? What did you find
I done for you as well. So the other property we are in the stage of refinancing. So we're gonna get the refinancing in the end of the month, and we bought the property 135. Fee cost was around £10,000, and the refurbishment was £101,000. And we spend in total the cost 250,000. And the new valuation will be, we got the valuation in place 400K. And it's a 2-studio self-contained. We done the loft conversion and extension, and the 4 double and suite. But high standard, it means decoration, all of this stuff. We're not looking about to buy cheap and then just a basic decoration.
How many have you done before?
We done, it's already working 1 project in Derby, and this one will be the second one, the third one, and the second one is gonna finish in 10 days. More or less.
Do you have?
That's already a good sign, isn't it? It's not his first one. He seems to have got a cookie cutter approach and he seems to be just rolling out these these HMOs and sticking with Derby, which is obviously an area he knows.
Anything elsewhere? Or just Derby?
Not yet,
Yeah.
not yet.
Okay.
We're already looking at other place because at my team, I built a team with the 4 people. So everyone has the different roles.
Who are those 4 people? Tell us about the setup.
Yes, I set up this company, and you can see from the name is a Go For It. This is the destiny of the story. We
Love the
are
name.
the background from Italy,
I like that.
but we are here from a long time. I moved 4 years ago. I'm the new one, but it's the guy. I know what I needed to achieve a big goal.
And why did you pick Derby?
So we say in London, the amount of money we
Yeah,
need to
too
invest
much. Yeah, I
is
agree.
too much.
Yep.
How we can get the same return in other place,
Yep.
but not up north like Newcastle or Sunderland. We decided to go in Midlands for even the factory industries are in Derby.
D22, is that central?
This property is a 14 minutes walk to the shopping center, is a 15 minutes walk to the hospital. This is why we're looking for professional, maybe they work in the hospital.
You mentioned at the back needing the money for 12 months. Is there a reason for that? I assume this wouldn't take very long.
As we said, we're always looking for the worst case scenario. So we are looking to start the next month, middle of August. We already architect in place, builder, they're already working on that. And it takes 12 weeks to complete everything. Obviously, you need to maybe add 1 month more just in case. So I think we can do even before, but just in case we say 12 months.
We'll get back to the video in just a moment. What is the most exciting opportunity in property right now? And that is repurposing defunct commercial buildings to residential use. Now, most people don't really know where to start, what to look for, and how to exploit these opportunities. And that's why I've prepared 90 minutes of free training for you to get you started on this wonderful journey. You can register for this free training at property-workshop.com. Join me on that free training, and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video.
I'm not a great fan of HMO.
I know.
However, you're very impressive. You've got your team together. You're organised. I love to hear all that. If it was a bigger deal, then I would be, although it is HMO, I would be interested if it was bigger. For me, it's a little bit small. However, if you get moving and do some bigger deals, more than one at once or something like that, so we can get our teeth into something, then I would be very interested in the future. And for me, you know, I'm very pleased you've come to see us today.
Thank you very much. My end goal is this one.
Yeah,
So it's going to be
very
a long
good.
journey for me.
No, you're on the right lines, that's for sure.
I'm in a kind of similar position. HMO isn't kind of really my thing, but you are doing something right if you've got an investor that's invested with you before and they've come back again and they're happy to roll. You're doing something right. You're keeping them happy. You've obviously delivered on what you said you were going to deliver on, which is critical for investor relations. So I'm really delighted to hear that. You're very charming. You're very personable. It seems like you know what you're doing. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you go from strength to strength.
Thank you very much.
I think it's just not my bag anymore. I do a lot of HMOs. I haven't done one in a few years now. We manage what we got, and it's the area
I
as
want to
well.
come
I
out
don't
of
really
retirement.
do.
Do you know where Derby is, by the way?
I know where Derby
You
is,
do?
but I will say you've picked a good area. That's one of the optimum areas for doing this sort
Is
of
it?
stuff.
That's interesting.
In terms of a balance
Yeah,
between yield
yeah,
and a bit of
yeah,
capital
yeah.
appreciation. A lot of my students are doing this sort of thing in this sort of area.
Thought
and
you
it
get
gives you
that bit
good
in
balance.
somewhere.
What's that? Well, I've got to say how I know, because I don't know it from personal experience, because I don't do that area.
No.
I do them, you know, in areas which don't work anymore, but they work to maintain it. Anyway, for that reason, it's not for me. Oh, John does like to have a little go. I mean, I do know something about outside the M25, but anyway, I think he's picked a spot-on area. That's what I'm trying to say. But I think if you had something else,
Yeah.
I'll give you my card later. We'll keep in touch.
Thank you very much.
So Ranjan, you're not in, no?
No.
Paul, how are we
Something
getting
else,
on?
yes.
I just think it's a little bit tight for, you know, if I was to just look at the numbers, 280 odd thousand, 285, 280 is it? You know, look, there's about 100 to 130 grand profit or thereabouts.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I split it with you, I'm only getting 50 on my 280. You know,
What's
in 12 months, which isn't great.
So we are very confident on 7-bedroom double and suites, plus the open kitchen space, modernized and the high standard quality, to achieve between 400 and 435. So if you're going to achieve, we see the best case scenario, 435, the 75% will be around 330,000 pounds. Okay? So with that money, you can get a very good profit for you. But more than the profit, you have me.
Very good. That's normally the other way around, isn't it?
What's the shareholding between the four of you guys? All 25%?
Right now, the setup is at 33% three each, but we're going to reward in the end of the year when maybe the property journey is going to be maybe a bit better to be full.
That's very interesting. On that basis, I'm going to make you an offer, and it's better than what you've asked for.
Ooh. So?
I'm going to offer you to mentor you weekly, but I want 20% of your business as your fourth partner.
Okay, basically 80% is for us and 20% is for you.
Correct.
Now let's have a think about this. What Nicholas has done is his classic game, really. He's waited until everyone else is opted out, and he's come in and kind of completely turned the proposition on its head, which is actually a very clever tactic, because once everyone's out, there's no other option. So he can actually then reshape the proposition in the image that he wants. So, and I think we all had a point there. I mean, the deal itself wasn't really worth doing. But what Nick's proposing is something completely different. He can see he's on a roll, he can see he's on a cookie cutter. He just wants to get in at that corporate level, if you like, as opposed to the individual deal level. So let's see how this transpires.
Okay, it's 20
And I'll
each.
help you build your business.
Maybe we can share the development you do it.
Absolutely. I'll take you to my sites. I'll show you everything. I'll show you how to do the big stuff.
I know I already talked with my team before. Yesterday we went to the stadium, and in extra time I say,
Oh, really?
tomorrow
Excellent.
I'm going to pitch in the property elevator, so you need to be ready for
Yeah.
every offer maybe we got in place. I was already on that
Confidence.
offer, to be
I
fair.
love that.
But I think, anyone else?
I think that's a really good offer.
That's fabulous.
That's a very generous
I
offer.
didn't say no, yes, yeah, I just say if
No,
someone else
of
got
course,
the offer.
of course.
Yeah, I can't beat that. I think you should go with that.
So the only offer in place is yours.
You can turn me down. You need to make the right decision for your business.
I came here today just to, I know was maybe the early stage, because I know the project you've done so far, or each of you, but maybe you started how I started now.
Sure, we all did. We all did. We all did.
And
Yeah.
I think if you want to grow the business, you need to, I don't say you need to leave chunk of money or chunk of the business, but you need to be realistic and say maybe you have more expertise. Maybe you can give me, and it's worth more than 20% of my business. So
So you want to offer me more than 20% of your business?
no, you say 20%. You say 20%. Word is better to sign the
I went too
contract,
low,
right?
didn't I? I went too
Word
low.
is better to sign the
There's
contract.
four of us. I
So
should have gone 25. I was very
you should
generous.
really.
maybe we can do 15.
Ah,
If you put 25, we can do 15.
I'll be honest. I was going to offer 25 to make it equal partners.
Okay.
And I went to 20 to be fair. So I kind of negotiated with myself before offering. So
it's got a
I-
conscience.
I like the fact you've tried to counter, and I respect that. And I know that you're going to work hard for this business.
I went through many difficult times, so this is for me, it's easy.
I need it to be 20%.
And for
to be
me, it's the
interesting.
pain into the gain, so
I understand.
it's
Yeah.
not option or losing, it's winning, that's
Oh,
it.
100%.
So I don't have any doubt.
I'm buying into you guys. as
Welcome
people.
on board.
Yeah? Awesome.
I need to shake hands like this.
Fantastic.
Great decision.
How did we get on?
It went very, very well.
Good. So that's the deal?
Better than a deal.
Really? Okay.
Better than a deal because I
How?
think the relationship is better than the deal itself.
Interesting.
So one of the angel didn't invest in a deal itself, but he invested in the business.
wow.
So
That's a first.
we're gonna have a
for us here.
mentoring, and I think for the next deal we're gonna get a very good relationship to work with.
Oh, well, congratulations. Really, really pleased for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was my
Thank you.
pleasure.
This year, I've got 4 angels with me, the same 4 as last year. They'll be sitting in the same seats. If you want to do a deal with any of them, let me help you with that. You've got Helen Chorley. Helen is super, super bright, Oxford University, worked in the city. Don't mess around with the figures. If you get the figures wrong, she won't be dealing with you. So don't get the figures wrong. We've got Nicholas Wallwork. Nicholas looks outside the box quite often. He sees deals that I never see. And some of the other angels don't see either. So if you've got something a little bit quirky, a bit different, Nicholas is definitely your man. Very bright, plenty of money. You could do a lot worse investing with Nicholas. Then we've got my friend Ranjan, and people say to me, are you really friends? And the answer to that is most of the time we're friends, but not on Property Elevator because it's a competition and I want to get the best deals and I don't want Ranjan or any of the other angels to get them. It's business. And I'm very serious when it comes to business. If it's inside the M25, I have to concede that Ranjan is an expert on PD, permissive development, probably one of the most experts in the country on it, to be fair, but very, very London-centric. He has gone to Leicester once, I believe, to do a deal recently. Whether he got a nosebleed or not, I don't know. But Ranjan is super hot on that sort of stuff. And then we've got Paul Mahoney, hugely successful young man, will buy anywhere in the world, I say UK, anywhere in the world. He nearly bought the deal, I think, last time in Spain. He did a deal in Northern Ireland. So Paul is very ambitious and will be relatively easy, I believe, to work with as well. Half Australian, half Irish, I believe. So there we go, that's a combination and a half. But of course, I'd want you to do a deal with me. If I want to do the deal, I want you to do the deal with me and no one else. So I don't share, that's remember. So don't come to me and say, would I share with Paul or Helen? I won't do. So if you want to deal with me, let's get the deal done. If more than one person wants to do the deal, you've got a choice, and they've got a different choice with different characters really. But I like to think you'll choose me. I'm the most experienced on the show. So please, please, please get your application in. That's propertyelevator.tv. 24th of February is the deadline, and we'll see you on the show.